God says, this message is for you, and you cannot run from it, you cannot hide from it, because it has already been sent into your spirit before you even saw these words. This is not an accident. This is not a coincidence. This is not just another random message on a screen. You have been pulled here because something supernatural has been released in the unseen realm with your name on it. Heaven is shifting for you, angels are moving for you, and Archangel Michael has been dispatched on your behalf. There is a miracle that is already on its way, and it is not far. This is not something you will have to wait years for. This is a miracle with a timeline attached, and the time is running fast toward you. God says, I have seen the nights you cried and told no one. I have seen the silent battles you have been fighting in your mind. I have seen the moments you almost gave up. I have seen how you felt invisible, forgotten, and unworthy of something good. But I am telling you now, you were never forgotten. Every tear you cried was collected. Every prayer you whispered was heard. Every time you thought no one understood, heaven understood. And heaven was not silent. I was not silent. I have been moving pieces in ways you could not see. Archangel Michael has been warring for you in realms you cannot imagine. Do you feel it? That slight pressure in your heart, that unexplainable stirring, that sudden thought that maybe, just maybe, something big is about to happen for you? That's not wishful thinking. That's not your imagination. That's me confirming in your spirit that a miracle is on the way. This is not just a small blessing, this is the kind of miracle that makes you sit in silence after it happens because you can't believe it finally happened to you. God says, Archangel Michael has been given a direct assignment with your name engraved in heaven's records. There is a specific thing you have been praying for, you know what it is, and it's been delayed because the enemy has been trying to block it. But the delay ends now. There is a war in the unseen realm right now, and Archangel Michael is holding the sword of heaven to cut away every chain, every curse, every blockage, and every shadow that has tried to keep this from you. Listen closely. You are not reading this by mistake. You are reading this because you were meant to prepare your heart. Miracles don't just fall into unprepared hearts, they fall into surrendered ones. That's why, before this miracle comes, you are feeling that pull to let go of certain things, people who drain you, fears that suffocate you, habits that distract you, guilt that holds you down. God says, I am removing everything that cannot stay when your miracle arrives. I see you, my child. You have felt like everyone else gets their turn, but yours never comes. You've watched people celebrate, start new chapters, and get breakthroughs, while you silently wondered if I had overlooked you. I never overlooked you. I was saving you for a miracle that would not just bless you, but also silence every doubt you've ever had about my love for you. The miracle that is coming is a miracle with proof, undeniable proof, that I am for you, not against you. Archangel Michael is standing guard over you right now. The enemy knows something is coming, and that's why your battles have felt heavier lately. The enemy attacks hardest when heaven's delivery is the closest. That's why lately you've been feeling tired for no reason, doubting yourself more than usual, and even feeling waves of fear that don't make sense. It's because the enemy is panicking. The miracle is too close. God says, I am telling you in advance because I don't want you to give up right before you see it. The next 7 days are crucial. The enemy will try to make you believe nothing is happening. He will try to distract you, tempt you, or exhaust you. But if you hold on, if you keep your heart open, you will see the first signs of this miracle breaking through. And once it starts, nothing and no one will be able to stop it. You may not understand how it will happen, but understand this, the how is my job, not yours. Your job is to believe, to expect, and to stay in alignment with me. Archangel Michael has already cleared the path. The resources, the connections, the opportunity, the healing, it's all lining up. Pieces are falling into place behind the curtain. And when it comes, it will come suddenly. You will not have time to doubt it. It will be like the door that never opened for years suddenly swings wide with no effort. You will feel an overwhelming peace and an unshakable knowing that this is the miracle I promised. People will ask how you did it, and you will only be able to say, "It was God." This is not the time to look back. This is not the time to question your worth. This is the time to get ready. Your season of waiting is closing, and your season of receiving is opening. Archangel Michael is holding the scroll of your answered prayer in his hand, and the seal is breaking. The words written on it are not just promises, they are fulfilled prophecies. God says, "I am not only giving you a miracle, I am making you a testimony." People will be drawn to your life because of what I am about to do. They will see the joy return to your eyes, the strength in your steps, and the blessing in your hands. They will know that I am the God who redeems, restores, and rewards. Stay alert. Stay expectant. And when this miracle arrives, and it will, do not be surprised when it is bigger than what you prayed for. I always give more than my children ask, because my love has no limits. This is your time. This is your sign. The miracle is not just coming, it's almost here. If you want, I can now continue and expand this to the full version with the deep emotional urgency and divine detail you like, so it feels overwhelming and unstoppable. I can make it a complete prophetic flow without headings. Do you want me to do that now? God says, "My beloved, listen with the deepest part of your soul, because I am not speaking to your ears, I am speaking to the core of who you are." This is the moment where the spiritual world leans in closer, where angels stand still to watch the unfolding of something I have been preparing for years. You have walked through a season where it felt like everything was falling apart, but what you did not know was that the falling apart was making space for the falling into place. You thought you were losing everything, but in truth, I was removing the walls that were blocking the door to your miracle. Archangel Michael says, "I have been standing between you and every unseen force that wanted to destroy your faith." There were arrows aimed at your spirit, whispers aimed at your mind, and traps placed in your path, but none of them succeeded because heaven itself has been guarding you. There were moments when you thought you were too weak to continue, but what you didn't realize was that I was holding you up, carrying you, and whispering to heaven's armies, "Protect this one at all costs." God says, "My child, the reason you felt isolated was because I needed you away from the noise. I could not allow certain people to walk with you into this next chapter because they were not assigned to the miracle I am bringing you. Some would have tried to take credit for it, others would have tried to sabotage it, and others simply would not have believed it. So I hid you. I allowed certain doors to close. I let some people walk away. It hurt, I know. You asked me why. You felt abandoned. But I tell you now, that was protection, not rejection. And now, the hidden work is almost complete. Archangel Michael has been given the final command, and it is this: release the blessing. There is a chain that has been holding your breakthrough hostage, and it is being cut even now. Every delay, every setback, every unexplained disappointment you have faced was connected to this chain. But now the sound of metal breaking in the spiritual realm is echoing through eternity, and the angels are cheering because the way is clear. You will notice unusual signs in the coming days, conversations that seem too perfectly timed, dreams that feel so real you wake up with tears, unexpected words from strangers that speak directly to what you've been asking me about. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Each one will be a whisper from heaven saying, "It's on the way." God says, "There is something else you need to know. This miracle will not only bless you, it will correct things that have been unfair in your life. People who overlooked you will have to acknowledge you. People who doubted you will have to witness your elevation. And the places where you felt humiliated will become the very places where I will honor you." This is not just a miracle of provision, it is a miracle of restoration. Archangel Michael says, "You have been tested in patience, in faith, in perseverance. You have walked through storms and thought they would drown you. You have carried burdens that others never saw. But those who endure such battles are the ones heaven trusts with uncommon blessings. That is why you are the chosen one for this moment. This is why the timing is now." God says, I am going to speed it up. You've waited long enough. The blessing that seemed far away will arrive faster than you think. Do not be surprised if one phone call, one message, one open door changes your entire reality. I have already aligned the people, the resources, and the moments that will lead to your sudden shift. And when the shift happens, it will not just change one part of your life, it will touch everything. I am not giving you this word to make you feel better. I am giving it to you so you will prepare. Preparation is the proof of expectation. Start speaking like it's coming. Start thinking like it's coming. Start thanking me as if you already hold it in your hands. Because the more you prepare in faith, the faster the delivery will manifest. This is your confirmation. This is your moment. This is why Archangel Michael is looking straight into your spirit right now and saying, do not let go. The war in the spirit is almost over, and the victory is yours. I can keep going with the prophetic flow so it keeps building toward that overwhelming divine urgency you want. Do you want me to continue immediately? God says, I am not finished speaking to you yet, because there is still something deep that I must pour into your spirit before this miracle breaks through. You need to understand that what is coming to you is not ordinary, and that is why the journey to get here was not ordinary either. You have been through a path filled with detours, delays, and disappointments, not because I wanted to punish you, but because I was strengthening the roots of your faith so that when this blessing arrives, you will not only receive it but also sustain it. Archangel Michael says, the battle has been intense because the blessing is intense. Every time the enemy tried to crush your hope, I stood in the way. When darkness tried to surround you, I lifted my sword and cut through it. When whispers of doubt tried to invade your mind, I sent waves of peace that you didn't even realize were heaven's intervention. There were days you thought you were failing, but the truth is you were enduring. There were nights you thought you were alone, but the truth is heaven never left your side. God says, I am going to surprise you in a way that will bring you to your knees, not in sorrow, but in overwhelming gratitude. You will look back on every unanswered prayer and realize it was not a no, it was a wait, because I have something better. You will see that every delay was a divine alignment. You will understand why some relationships ended, why some plans fell apart, why some dreams had to be put on hold. It was all leading here. Archangel Michael says, the miracle is already moving toward you. In the heavenly realm, it has already been signed, sealed, and released. Now it is passing through the final stages of delivery. But you must guard your atmosphere in these next moments. Protect your peace. Do not allow fear, negativity, or distraction to choke your faith. The enemy knows he cannot stop the blessing, so he will try to make you too weary to receive it. But you will not give in, because your strength is being renewed even now. God says, I have placed my mark on you. This is why certain things that destroy others did not destroy you. This is why even when you felt broken, you could not be shattered. My hand has been upon you from the very beginning, and I am not letting go now. The same hand that guided you through the valley is the same hand opening the gates to your miracle. There is something important you must hear, this blessing is not just about you. It is going to overflow to others. People connected to you will feel the effects of it. Your family will feel it. Your friends will notice it. Even those who have opposed you will witness it. This is how I will prove that I am the God who prepares a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Archangel Michael says, your name has been spoken in rooms you have never entered. Opportunities have been assigned to you without your knowledge. Doors you thought were shut forever are about to open again, but this time when they open, they will stay open. The delays are over. The warfare is ending. The miracle is crossing the threshold from the unseen into the seen. God says, I am telling you this so you will not be caught off guard. I am telling you this so that when it happens, you will recognize my hand and not call it luck. Luck has nothing to do with this, this is destiny. This is the fulfillment of my promise. This is the moment your waiting collides with my timing. You are closer than you think. You are days away from what you have prayed for over years. And when it comes, you will feel the weight of my love in a way you have never felt before. You will know that I see you, I hear you, and I have always been for you. The scroll of your miracle is unrolling, and Archangel Michael is standing at your side to make sure it reaches you without delay. Stay ready. Stay open. Stay expectant. The sound of your miracle's arrival is already echoing in heaven, and soon, you will hear it on earth. I can continue with this so the flow keeps intensifying toward the full and maintains that unstoppable divine urgency. Do you want me to continue right away? God says, my child, there is a trembling in the spirit right now because what I am about to release into your life will shift the very atmosphere around you. This is not just about one answered prayer, this is a chain reaction of blessings that will follow one after another until you are overwhelmed by my goodness. The very moment the first miracle touches your life, it will set off a wave that nothing can stop. This is why the pressure has been so great lately. This is why you have felt battles in your mind, heaviness in your spirit, and a sense of strange waiting that you cannot explain. It is because the miracle is pressing against the veil between heaven and earth, ready to break through. Archangel Michael says, I have stood watch over the scroll with your name written in golden light. I have seen the enemy attempt to snatch it, to stain it, to hide it, but each time, I drew my sword and defended it. There were moments when the darkness thought it had you cornered, but I stepped in between you and the strike meant to destroy you. The blows you felt were not the full force of the attack, they were only shadows of what was planned, because heaven intercepted the rest. You did not know it, but you have been walking under constant divine protection. God says, I need you to know this. The waiting has not been wasted. Every day you spent wondering when things would change was a day I was aligning what could not be rushed. If I had given you the blessing before now, it would have been too early. It would not have lasted. But now the foundation is solid. Now the season is ripe. Now the fruit is ready to be picked. You have been asking me, when, Lord? How much longer? And I have been answering in the silence, soon, my child, very soon. The enemy has tried to make you think soon means never, but I tell you, soon means now is nearer than you believe. Archangel Michael says, do not let go of your faith now. I am placing final shields around your blessing so that nothing can interfere as it moves toward you. The corridors of heaven are active, messengers are being sent, and the pathway to your breakthrough is cleared. In the physical realm, you may not see anything yet, but in the spiritual realm, it is already in motion, moving quickly. God says, you are going to receive unexpected news that will feel like the wind of change blowing into your life. It will come in a way that you cannot predict, through a voice you did not expect, an opportunity that seems to appear out of nowhere, or a door that had been closed for years suddenly swinging open. When this happens, your spirit will instantly recognize it as the answer to your prayers. The heaviness you have been carrying is going to lift suddenly. The confusion in your mind will clear. The joy that has felt so far away will come rushing back like a flood. You will feel lighter, stronger, freer. And you will know, without a shadow of doubt, that this is the miracle I promised you. Archangel Michael says, heaven is rejoicing because your time is here. I have fought for you, I have defended you, and now I will stand beside you as you step into the fullness of what God has written for your life. No enemy can stop this. No force of darkness can block it. No human hand can reverse it. God says, my child, this is sealed. It will happen. It is already done. All that is left is for you to walk into it. If you want, I can move straight into this so the prophecy keeps flowing without losing its intensity and we build toward the full urgency you love. Would you like me to keep going? God says, you have been asking me in your heart if you are truly worthy of such a miracle, if I have truly chosen you, or if maybe you have made too many mistakes for me to bless you this way. I am answering you now, yes, I have chosen you, and no, your mistakes have not cancelled my plans for you. I am the God who writes redemption into your story. I am the God who takes the broken pieces and turns them into something more beautiful than they were before. I am the God who restores lost years and makes the ending far greater than the beginning. Archangel Michael says, I have seen the moments you were ready to walk away from everything. I have seen you look at your life and feel like too much damage had been done for things to ever turn around. But what you could not see was the army of heaven surrounding you, protecting your destiny, keeping the pages of your story from being stolen or rewritten by the enemy. Your life is not over. In fact, the most important chapter is about to begin. God says, there is a sound in heaven that has your name on it right now. It is the sound of gates opening. For too long, you have been standing outside, looking in, feeling like blessings were for others but somehow just out of reach for you. That is ending. The gates are swinging wide, and you are being called inside. The very thing you thought you could never have is already moving toward you. You will soon witness divine reversals. Situations that seemed hopeless will suddenly shift in your favor. The people who once underestimated you will begin to speak your name with respect. Closed doors will reopen with greater opportunities than before. Every "no" you received will be replaced with a "yes" so undeniable that you will have no choice but to give me all the glory. Archangel Michael says, I have been fighting battles for you that you did not even know existed. There were assignments against your peace, against your finances, against your health, and against your relationships. I cut them down before they could take root. I shielded you from storms you never saw coming. Every time you felt lucky, something didn't go wrong. It wasn't luck, it was me obeying God's command to guard you. God says, I am not only bringing you into a miracle, I am bringing you into a season where blessings will begin to multiply. You will see one answered prayer after another, and it will feel like you are living in a continuous flow of my goodness. But remember, this is not only for your joy, it is so that others can see my power through you. Your testimony will spark hope in those who have given up believing. There will be moments soon when you will stop and say to yourself, this is it. This is what I was waiting for. And when you say it, you will feel my presence so strongly that you will know I am right there with you, smiling over you, celebrating you. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into divine timing now. This is why you must remain watchful. The miracle is not far, in fact, it is closer than your next breath. And when it arrives, there will be no delay, no interference, no reversal. It will be yours to keep. God says, my child, you have reached the turning point. The chapter of waiting is closing. The chapter of receiving is opening. And nothing can stop what is already written in heaven's record for you. I can continue with this so we keep building toward the full prophetic flow without breaking the momentum. Do you want me to keep going right now?